Hey guys, Scott here. A bit of a quick video today. I wanted to go over something I realized about the DBD community, and I've kind of realized this a couple of times in the past, but I'm guilty of it too when I make videos. I don't necessarily reflect this angle of it, but it also doesn't matter, and I'll get into what I mean by that in a second. But I realized this again because of the 2v8 survey that they had. So the 2v8 mode has been going on. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been I literally get 2v8 depression when it ends. I get sad because it's by far more fun than the regular game, at least for me, and I figured a lot of people think that as well. Thing is, though, I see everywhere, like on social media, in streams, in comments and stuff like that, it seems like people are under the impression that everyone hates 2v8. They can't wait for it to close. There's forum posts bitching about it all the time. So it was really like super unclear where the community stood on that, but they did an in-game survey, and it turns out that over 80% of people wanted to see 2v8 extended. And I really think that makes a lot of sense because I think the DBD community is way more casual than like super sweaty and competitive. That's why people originally started playing the game. They weren't looking for like, an Overwatch. They weren't looking for like a league. They weren't looking for something that's got like a strict ranking system to really climb the ranks and get high MMR and get to Grandmasters and StarCraft. Like, people don't really look at this game for that. And it seems like because 2v8 is without a doubt the more casual game mode. I mean, let's just all agree on that. 2v8 is very, very casual. And I think that's why so many people enjoy it. It's very low stakes. It is just a lot of crazy, silly shit happening. You can play killer with your friends. Everyone's kind of got the same types of perks or builds available to them. You have to worry about hooking people. It's just, you just chase people. Just hit people, chase people, just rapid fire, compressed fun DBD moments. Unless you get 2v1, then it's not a fun DBD mode. But for the most part, overall, it's just the more casual mode of the game. And I think that is pretty widely agreed upon, at least at this point. We can all agree that the 2v8 is the more casual side. And if almost all of the player base agreed that they wanted that more casual mode extended, it is a fair assumption to make that the entire DBD community, on average, prefers the game being a bit more casual than a bit more sweaty. And I think that makes a lot of sense. But here's the main takeaway from all of this, and here's the main point I wanted to discuss, seeing the results from the survey. So the key point about this survey is it was done in-game. You could actually see it when the game started. So even a casual player that doesn't follow anything would see the survey and go, I love 2v8. I want that to be extended. So that actually kind of tells us something. I think the majority of the player base, because from what I've seen from comments and videos and every type of social media that Dead by Daylight has, it seems like a lot of people are not like a huge fan of the mode in general, or they're more competitively geared and things like that. But what this tells us is that most people that play DBD don't give a shit about any of the things we're talking about at all. All of these videos on balance and discussions on balance on Twitter and Reddit and forums and anywhere you're looking at communities for Dead by Daylight, most people that play this game don't give a shit about it or even know it's happening, probably. And it's really funny because whenever a YouTuber or something makes a video about something like that, we assume, oh, that's it. 100% of DBD players are now watching that video. They're going to copy what that thing has been doing. It turns out most people don't really give a shit at all, like entirely. For example, just a study I'm doing myself right now with the whole hard slugging meta starting to like come up. I didn't really feel like it was. And people were worried because like, oh, YouTubers are starting to do that. Now it's going to spread. So far, I'm at 3 out of like 40 games have featured it. So it's the whole point I'm trying to make here is that the DBD community, most people don't even understand what's going on in the DBD community, if that makes sense. Most of them, I would say only 20% of them, just going off by these statistics, even care about things that I have to say, things that Ots has to say, things that they don't care about any of this shit. They don't even read patch notes. They just launch the game and still think Skull Merchant is annoying as fuck, even though she got dismantled, a long time ago. These are the majority of the people playing the game, and I do this as well, but a lot of content creators, and, I like I said, I've been guilty of this as well, we don't really cater to that type of audience, which, to be fair, is a bit self-fulfilling because they don't care about me, so why would I cater audience to them? You know what I mean? They're not going out of their way to see additional balanced discussions on Dead by Daylight. They don't care. They log on for an hour with their friends once every couple of days, and that's it. They don't give a shit. So catering videos of those people that aren't going to be watching them doesn't really make sense for me. But it is true that I do not take them into account sometimes. But the thing is, though, sometimes I'll say, like, you could just try getting better at countering this type of thing or something like that. And then I'll, have the guy with 59 kids and 7 jobs in my comments saying, I can't devote 3 seconds of my day to DBD. So therefore, this thing is stupid and I hate that it exists. But I feel like the people that have time to, like, join balanced discussions in YouTube videos obscurely in comment sections, they probably have a bit more time than they're actually claiming, because the people that are really the casual players that make up the majority of the player base, they're not participating in any of this. And the main thing I took from that was because this happened in game. This is not a survey that they had to go to Twitter for, they had to go to the forums for, they had to go to some YouTube comment section for. This just happened in the game. So when they logged on to play with their bud in 2v8 or something like that, they're like, oh shit, hey, this appeared. I want this to happen now because I like this casual, silly, fun mode. It's great. So that's the main takeaway from this. The majority of the DBD player base is far more casual and disconnected from everything we talk about, way more than people think. So that's why I'm not really ever scared about people controlling what others are going to do based on, like, YouTube videos and stuff like that. I realize there can be a chain reaction of shit spreading. Maybe someone watches a video that is in the community like that, they do it, and then a casual player encounters it and copies that guy. So there can be an interconnected web of that leading to things like that. But I don't know, just taking a step back, I just had like a very silly, obvious realization that of all the videos I made, all the videos that people have made for this game, most people, no one gives a shit. They don't care. And I don't know. I just found that funny. So that's it. Thanks for watching.